Tonight is the State of the Union, and we can expect, to me, it seems like we're going to expect a lot of lies, a lot of shenanigans, a lot of misdirection. How many times do I have to go over this list? Record gas prices in the beginning. 10 million illegal aliens across the border. We almost had a recession. Violent crime spike. High taxes. I just mentioned Afghanistan. Grocery shortages. Those inflation numbers have not come down. Federal spending through the roof. Fentanyl deaths. Open border. Come on, man. Give me a break. And I'm going to have to sit and watch. You know, now that I think about it, maybe it's best for us just to have him out of the way. Next. You all get to see a chance to see how dumb Kamala Harris is, and then maybe we can move on as a country in November. You know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm waiting for that, senior moment tonight. Get him the hell off the stage. Bring on the giant cane. Throw her out there. Let everybody see how dumb she is, and then we can move on in November. Let's do that. Now that I think about it, I'm in favor of that now. I changed my mind. You couldn't make this stuff up. You couldn't make it up. If I were writing, again, a big blockbuster movie, and I presented the script of what has happened in this country in the last decade, and I presented it to a producer, they would say, I can't do this movie. It's just unrealistic. You've got an outgoing president who spies on a candidate, a beloved outgoing president. Everybody loves Obama, can do no wrong. First black president, half black president. That's a movie in itself. And then he spies on the incoming president, who then comes in, and he's a boisterous, bigger-than-life figure that ticks everybody off. And during the course of his presidency, when all the violence around the world goes down to zero, a manufactured pandemic hits the world, and millions die with COVID. And because of that, the economy is basically shut down. People are not allowed to. You can't make this movie up. I couldn't think of it. And they shut down the economies around the world. For years, kids don't go to school. And what was a successful presidency now collapses. In comes moron Biden. Then there's a huge discrepancy about voting and ballot stuffing. And a guy who runs the campaign from his basement and is barely on TV. When he does show up at a rally, there are a dozen people there. The other guy shows up at a rally, there's 60,000, and 10,000 more outside. And the guy who can't get, a good baseball team together, can't get 9 or 10 people to follow him around, he wins by a record number of votes. And then he becomes president. And the first thing he does is open the border, shuts down a base in Afghanistan. Swarms of people come here, millions. I mean, this is a blockbuster hit. Oh, and then midway through, one of our biggest adversaries, Russia, decides to invade Ukraine. Oh my, let's give them as much money as we can, while China threatens Taiwan. Oh, and then let's throw in, of course, we have to have a Middle East disaster while we're at it. If I wrote that, no one would believe it. A producer with his big half-lit sticky cigar would laugh me out of the room. Come on, man. That's not believable. Impossible.